Well, we're back out here in negative 15-ish plus wind chill. There isn't that much wind chill today, but negative temperatures to try to move some cars. With our projects almost done and just waiting for the next step, it's time to start getting the next car ready. And like you guys, you're probably like me and getting bored of seeing so many Toyota Camrys on this channel. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try to get a different car brought up, and we can maybe start stripping it and fill in one of our minivans. I might be moving a little bit slower today, and that's still because I have all these fantastic stitches in my hand. So I'm not able to do the full amount of movements and pressure that I normally do with my hand, but I'm going to keep going for you guys. So we got ourselves a nice looking Honda Civic battery that is actually brand new, and you guys don't even want to know what I had to do to get this deal. But what we're going to go do is we're going to move that Camry right there. That's right, that one. And the car behind it is the car that we're going to get up to our destroying area. But to do that, we're probably going to have to use the minivan. So let's go see if I can start that Camry up and get a battery into it. I'm hoping this Honda Civic battery will start that Camry up no problem, but we will see. That's right. You guys have seen this car before, but it's been kind of tucked out of the way for quite some time. I was going to build this car to go to Fall Brawl number 8. And unfortunately, the motor did not really run the best. So I didn't really have a lot of, a lot of luck finding a motor for it before Fall Brawl 8. And the reason why I really wanted to bring this car to Fall Brawl number 8 was there's just way too many Camrys there. But like a sheep, I bought a Camry, and I took a Camry there. I would have really liked to take something different that made me stand out from everybody else, but unfortunately I followed the herd. And I lost. But, not saying I wouldn't lose if I brought a Camaro, or Firebird, whatever you want to call this thing, but I'm just saying that I like to be a bit different. I don't like to be the guy that follows the herd. When everybody bought an iPod, I bought a Zune. If you guys don't know what a Zune is, Google it and make fun of me. I'm just joking. When everybody bought a GoPro, I bought a Garmin. I try to be that guy that's a little bit different all the time, because following everybody else is sometimes and most times very boring, but sometimes you got to do it. Hence why I have so many Camrys now. So if you guys don't remember this car, this is a 1986 Firebird. And apparently it was stored in indoor storage since 1995. And that's probably the reason why this thing's in such good shape. I have tried to sell parts off of it with not a lot of luck. But this is a lot of snow on this car. Ooh, my elbow. This thing does run, but it doesn't run the best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this thing into neutral, and then I'm going to go get my minivan and pull it out of its parking spot with the minivan. And then I'll probably move that Camry back to here, so that way I'm not really losing a spot inside my yard. The Firebird, is going to go right in front of the shop until I can get one of the project cars in the shop out of the shop, because I'd really like to start working on this car. This car needs a whole heck of a lot done. 2017, I did 18 demolition derbies and 2 endurance races. And the entire year I built, I think it was like 7 or 8 cars. So that's not really a lot of cars. Here we are in February 2018, and I almost have 3 cars completely built that are fresh. I have 1 pre-ran. I'm already halfway through this year's building season, so I've kind of overbuilt so far for the year. But it'll be nice once the derby season comes and I have all these cars that I can pick from. Hopefully some of them will get more than 1 run, but we'll see. Most cars I get about 2 runs out of. So let's go get the minivan, and we'll hook up to this Firebird and get it dragged out. So as a lot of you guys know, I'm not really nice to my derby cars. Right up until the point where they become derby cars, I'm usually pretty nice to them. But this one right here is at a point where I am done being nice to it. We're basically just gonna pull the front end of this car, we're gonna put it in neutral, and I'd like to get it over in front of the shop where I can walk on some solid ground where there's asphalt underneath me instead of these big ruts, because we had about 3 feet of snow, and then 1 week it got to be like plus 15. Everything melted, my yard became a mud pit. I had a couple buddies drive through it, and now it's about negative 15 again, and we have a foot of snow. So all the ruts are about 2 feet deep now in the deepest spots, so they're very hard to walk through. So I'd like to get this thing over there and we can start taking it apart. There's a lot of things on this car that I would kind of like to save because I think I can sell, but realistically I've had this car for sale now for almost a year and I haven't sold a single piece off of it. So I've just hooked right to the steel right here. I don't even care if I rip the front bumper off. It's all garbage to me and it's going to be shoved inside of a minivan. So let's see if I can put it in neutral and try to pull it back. Of course, the passenger door is locked. Now I gotta walk through all the snow to get to the driver door. Can I fit inside this thing? I know a secret. Pull the T-tops off. Then you can get in there much easier. Sometimes I'm so smart. SMRT. She's in neutral. I don't need the T-tops pulled back in. Alright. see if I can pull this old girl. Oh, it's a lot of hard walking through the snow. You guys can see this, but the snow is actually starting to come down quite heavy, and I was just standing back looking at this, and it looks really cool with all the derby cars covered in snow and the snow coming down. So I think I'm going to try out a little bit of editing here. Let's go for a slow motion. And now really, really slow. Now that we have the Firebird brought up to the house, basically this is going to be our next build. I can't put it in the shop as of right yet because I have a surprise coming for Nukem and Project Heart Attack that will be coming tomorrow afternoon, but I don't know if I'll put that video on before this. We'll see. But the Firebird is now brought up to the shop, and thanks for watching, guys. And if you want to find out any more information on this Firebird and the past Firebird I did, make sure to tune in for tomorrow's video because I'm going to be going through and saying, talking about what I did to my last Firebird and what I plan to do a little bit differently for this car. And this car is in much better shape than my last one. So thanks for watching, guys, and be sure to come back tomorrow for more of Zach's Workshop.